Today we decided to do something healthy. And again, we called on our videographers for a nice healthy salad. So we are going to make a avocado quinoa power salad.
All right,
okay.
Along with other things like tomatoes and feta cheese and cucumber. But yeah, let's put it all together.
And some lemon. So we are going to start with, you brought a little over a cup of water to a boil.
2 cups of water to a boil.
I'm sorry, 2 cups of water to a boil.
Put in a little more than a cup of it's supposed to be 2 cups of boiling water and a cup of quinoa. I had a little extra left over in the previous bag, so I just finished it up and added a little extra water. So that's the formula.
Right. And for those of you who maybe you've never had quinoa before, sometimes we've talked to friends and we'll say, you know, we have this quinoa recipe, and they'll say, what is that? And then we'll spell it, and they'll say, oh, quinoa. I would have known that, but it's actually pronounced quinoa.
So that was on a famous commercial for at an NFL football season. I can't remember what the ad was for, but
okay. So
it is quinoa.
So I am just going to put our quinoa that's already all set to go in our big green Longaberger bowl. And while I do this, do you want to start with the tomatoes or the avocados?
I'm going to reach right through here.
Okay. So it calls for 4 Roma tomatoes, which Gary is going to chop, and 2 chopped avocados, 2 cups of chopped spinach, and I've got a measuring bowl here, a cup that has about 4 cups of not chopped spinach, but so we're going to just chop that up and add it.
I just guessed that it's going to be about 2 cups when you get done chopping, and if it's a little more, it just means it's more healthy, right?
And then just to add a little bit of extra flavor and, you know, something that's going to make it not quite as healthy, but very good, is going to be some feta cheese.
What do you mean not so healthy? I think that's good.
Yeah.
Support the
we'll
dairy industry.
add extra cheese, so that's always good. Okay.
It is good.
So I am just going to chop some greens here while Gary does the tomatoes.
Put this off to the side here a little bit.
Summer is always such a good time to have these nice salads, so it's always nice to come up with some new ideas and something a little bit different. And what we're also going to do is, when we serve this tonight, we're going to serve it with some chicken breasts.
Yep.
So I'm going to need that bowl back here.
Bowl back?
Yep.
Throw that in
so I
here.
can throw that in here.
Okay.
But you could, you know, have some grilled chicken breasts or grilled shrimp. What other kinds of things could you have?
Oh, you could probably...
If you're not a vegetarian.
If you're...
So this is a nice vegetarian dish, but if you wanted to add extra protein and some meat in there is what I'm, you know, kind of talking about. But I think really chicken or shrimp is about the best.
Chicken or shrimp is probably going to be your most common and healthiest.
And what we like to do, what you do, is you'll, you know, do some grilling and make several chicken breasts, so then they're all set to go. Keep them in the fridge, and then when you want to make a salad or chicken salad or just a grilled chicken breast that you want to slice, then you can have them all set, and you don't always have to be getting the grill out.
Now I'm working on the avocado, and that's always the tricky part. What's it going to look like when you open it up? Oh, nice. Let's see if I can get that nut out. Whoop! So you have my favorite knife to get in the nut.
Okay, I am almost done. Avocados are so healthy for you, and it's a good fat. There's a lot of fat in avocados, but it's a healthy fat. And it's one of those, you know, lots of textures. You know, we have different foods that we like or we don't like because of what the texture is. And my favorite use of avocado is in guacamole.
Oh, you bet.
With some, you know, tortilla chips. But just to sit down and eat avocado, I don't really like that.
And you don't have to do that today either.
Right, so we're going to add that.
So whenever you're done with your knife, I'm going to take
almost
that. Almost
done.
A difficult time getting this one out.
Okay. I think we have plenty of spinach and probably more than 2 cups.
Yeah, I think. So now our son-in-law was just making a similar kind of salad last week, and he stirred and stirred and stirred the avocado till it was all mixed in. So you can stir it as much as you want or as little. If you want to stir it and really mush the avocado up, you can do that.
And that was a
pieces.
nice summer
Oh.
salad, and that just had chunks of cucumber, tomatoes, avocado. Is there anything else in there? I guess that one had feta cheese. Oh, no.
You didn't have
So
garlic.
they actually had that, just big slices of feta cheese.
That's right. They had like bulk feta. I think that's
So that was really a
extra napkins for
little
avocado.
vegetarian meal. Okay, are you done with your knife, or are you still using that?
The big knife?
Yeah.
Oh, you can have it.
Okay,
a
so
little bit.
I am just going to chop the cucumber. And some people might actually put the whole, cucumber in with the greens, and that would probably taste good too, doing it that way. And then just do some chunks. And one thing that's nice, I think, with a summer salad is you can really add whatever you want. And if you have a garden with all kinds of vegetables, it makes it even easier to make that summer salad.
And speaking of gardens, my garden with the tomatoes, they are starting to come. Some people had tomatoes a month ago, but mine are just starting to ripen. And it depends on the variety, and it depends when you got them planted and how much sun they get, and the weather. But,
Okay.
we are
So
good here.
now-
So now,
Do we want to just garnish it with the feta when we're done?
I would say when we're
Just
done.
do that? Okay. Take this away. Let's grab your things here, and then
All right.
then we're going to add 1/4 of a cup of olive oil and a juiced lemon. So you're just going to cut that in half and then just juice it. And then pepper to taste.
And everything is just going to be mixed in. I'm going to take this right here and cut it.
And then we're just going to do a sprinkle of salt.
Hopefully I don't get too many seeds. I saw one fall in, but it's lost.
Take these seeds out.
It's lost.
Okay. That looks so professional.
Doesn't it though? Just like on TV. Oh, this is TV. Kind of, sort of. Or it's YouTube. Okay, now some pepper.
Yep, so you can put some pepper in there.
And then
I already added the salt. Got the olive oil.
Olive oil's in. We're going to see once. Okay. Take our spoon fork. We're going to mix this up. This is starting to look good. Ooh. Get that quinoa up from the
That
bottom.
looks quite amazing.
It does.
I think, well, because you made extra quinoa, the extra spinach, I think is just right.
Yeah, so I wasn't paying attention. Did you end up with more than 2 cups of chopped spinach?
Yes.
Good. So it's perfect. I think
Yeah.
we got ourselves a good mix here. Now, what do you think for oil? This was our first time making this, so this looks like
I think that
it's
looks,
got enough oil
looks
in it,
just
doesn't it?
right. Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so if we were just going to just have this in a dish, and then we would just sprinkle some feta on top like that. But what I'm going to have you do is bring that plate over.
Okay.
Okay, so this is how we would kind of do this. And this is a 4-ounce container of feta cheese, so we'd probably put about 2 ounces,
3
on there.
Yeah.
So
Now, you just want to put
So a nice portion. And then we're going to put our grilled chicken. Just going to lay that out on the side. I would add a little bit more there. Have a
little
nice,
more? Okay.
nice portion there. Yeah.
How's that?
Isn't that beautiful?
That looks great, and I'm sure it's going to taste great.
Awesome. So we're all set for our videographers tonight.
I think so.
And
you
what's
did mention this was their idea.
This
They've
was their
tried this
idea,
before. We
yes.
got the recipe from them, so now this is going to be a surprise for us. On how it
exactly,
tastes.
and then
It
we'll
looks
see
delicious, so
what
I
they think. We're gonna get
Yeah.
this out of here.
Yep.
So this is our finished
finished product.
And if you wanted to add some extra carbs, you could have just a little croissant
Mm-hmm.
or some artisan bread, or just have it nice and healthy just like
I
that.
think we'll skip the carbs
Okay.
tonight and just go with that.
Just gonna go with that, and then we'll have cheesecake for
Although
dessert.
I don't want to sell my secret. I might have a little bit of carb. Comes in a bottle.
Oh, that's true.
Usually a 12
Yes.
ounce bottle.
Yes, of course.
We won't talk about that.
Anyway, I'm anxious to have this for dinner tonight.
Okay.
Looks really good.
Yeah, me
so
too.
I hope you've enjoyed this episode of Cooking with Ruth and Gary.
Thank
So
you.
until next time, happy cooking.
Right here in the shot. See, nothing but garbage here. Hey, how'd you do? I wasn't paying attention. You didn't cut your fingers?
I did not cut any
You didn't peel any skin off? Use the potato
Here.
peeler?
We're just going to take
you
all
put-
of that out here.
Did you put some salt in?
I did.
Oh, thank you. I think I have enough pepper in there, because I did. You saw it.
Yeah.
There
Lord
was-
knows
Wait a
we need to
minute,
look
you mean
better.
There was room for improvement? I didn't know that. Let's see, my wrinkles probably a little more so
Probably
now.
more so.
Yeah.